Hi, everybody. Welcome to Breaking News on WGSR 47.1. You're also watching Breaking News on our sister stations, WMDV 44.1 and 44.2 in Martinsville and Danville. I'm Mark Childrey, and we now know the identities of two people charged in a fatal fire that turned into a homicide investigation that happening in the Ruffin section of Rockingham County. It has been a long week for law enforcement investigators. This all started on Monday morning, December the 12th, and it has culminated with the arrest of two individuals, two brothers from Caswell County, one charged with murder, the other accessory after the fact. You are looking at the mugshots of John Arbery Willis, who is 21 years of age, and his brother, Aaron Terrell Willis, who is 16, both of 1074 Newnham Road in Pelham, North Carolina. That's in Caswell County. Now, John Arbery Willis is charged with first-degree murder, the first-degree murder of Jessica Marie Walker, who was 18 and found at the scene of a car fire in the Ruffin section of the county on December the 12th. His brother, 16-year-old Aaron Terrell Willis, is charged with accessory after the fact to the felony of first-degree murder. Now, John Arbery Willis is in the Rockingham County Jail without bond this hour. His little brother is in jail under a $500,000 secured bond. Rockingham County Sheriff Sam Page called a news conference in Wentworth tonight to bring the details of these arrests, and here's what Sheriff Page had to say.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sheriff Sam Page of the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office. I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. Thanks to the diligent efforts of my investigative team here at the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office, along with the continued assistance of the Rockingham County Fire Marshal's Office, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, the Rockingham County District Attorney's Office, the Caswell County Sheriff's Office and investigators, Danville Police, and the Pennsylvania County Sheriff's Offices, we're able to announce tonight the two individuals have been arrested in connection with the homicide of 18-year-old Jessica Marie Walker, who was found deceased on the Station Road during the early morning hours of last Monday, December 12th. The two individuals that have been arrested have been identified as John Arbery Willis, age 21, showing an address of 1074 Newnham Road.
All right, and we will get back to that in just a few moments. Again, we had apparently a technical glitch there, but we are going to bring you back to that news conference in just a moment, held tonight in Wentworth at the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office. Now, on the Sheriff's on the left-hand side of your screen, you saw Chief Investigator, and that's Captain Billy Parker. And on the right-hand side, you saw Caswell County Sheriff Mike Welch, who was involved in this investigation as well. It involved the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office and others. Here's Sheriff Page.
These two individuals may be forthcoming. Tonight I want to state that our thoughts and prayers go out to all those lives that were touched by this tragedy. And although we cannot undo what has been done, we can bring those responsible to justice and hold them accountable for what they have done. As this investigation continues, we will continue to work toward that goal. And again, I want to reiterate tonight, I want to thank everyone present tonight on my team from the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office, our investigators, our lead investigators. Also, I want to thank Sheriff Welch from Caswell County. I want to thank Kevin Jones with the State Bureau of Investigation, our investigators with Caswell County. Also, I want to thank representatives from Rockingham County Fire Marshal's Office and also our District Attorney's Office for everybody's teamwork in this effort to bring those two persons to justice in this horrible crime. I will entertain a few questions at this time.
How did you guys find the suspects?
Ma'am, during the course of the investigation since last week, we were able to identify the Willis subjects as suspects, and subsequently were able to make charges today.
Can you say what led you to?
I cannot, ma'am.
Okay, and then have you guys identified the second body yet?
I think I stated that the second victim of this crime that was found on Station Road has not yet been identified by the medical examiner, and we're awaiting that information. As soon as that information becomes available as far as the identity, then we'll have to notify the next of kin, and then, of course, the cause of death.
We do know it was female, right?
I have not stated that, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure. Can you again give the charges on John Willis and Aaron Willis?
John Arbery Willis is charged with first-degree murder of Jessica Marie Walker, and Aaron Terrell Willis is charged with accessory after the fact to the felony of first-degree murder.
And they're brothers.
Yes, ma'am, they were.
When do you think you'll have the information from the medical examiner's office? At this point, do you have any idea?
Really can't put a timeline. Again, we work with the medical examiner's office on a lot of cases, and, you know, of course, we hope to have information sooner than later, but all I can say at this point is we are awaiting that information.
Did the Willis brothers know the victims?
My information is that the Willis brothers and the victim are acquaintances, and that's the only comment I can make.
Are you able to say how old that other victim was or anything about the other victim at all?
I have not, because we are still waiting for the identity, positive identification of that victim, and of course the cause of death.
Sheriff, I know that you said that a lot of people had, you were asking for a lot of information from the public, including asking people to call Crime Stoppers and even send information through Facebook. How helpful was that in this making this case?
Well, as I stated, any information that's come in has been forwarded to the investigators for their scrutiny. I will encourage anyone that does have any information on this continuing investigation, Mark, to please contact the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office at 634-3232, or contact Crime Stoppers at 349-9683, or, of course, you can reach me at Facebook under Sam Page. But again, we appreciate any help. And again, there's a lot of information. I know a lot of communication was going on with Facebook. And again, like I said, I welcome that information, and we will forward that to the investigators involved in the case.
Do the suspects have a prior record?
Ma'am, I don't have that information available right now.
Can I just say, I mean, what is it like? It seems like everyone involved in this case is just so young. What is that like for you and all of you up there to really see these young lives?
Well, ma'am, I see this as a tragedy. And again, you know, we work a lot of cases with a lot of victims, and every victim is important. But on this particular case with these two victims, we have that obligation, again, as I've stated, to identify what has taken place, who's responsible, and bringing them to justice for the family and also for justice.
Are you anticipating any more arrests?
As I've stated, I believe that that there's a possibility, a great possibility, that there'll be some additional charges forthcoming. But
Against other people or
against the two defendants here, yes, ma'am.
Can you say whether these the suspects were with them ahead of time? Was this all of a sudden? Had they spent a significant amount of time with them before the murder took place or this homicide? Can you say anything like
No, ma'am. The only thing I can say is that the two suspects that were arrested today, the two Willis brothers, and the victim were acquaintances. That's the only comment I can make. Again, this is part of an ongoing investigation, so it will continue. And as information comes available that we can release, we will make that information available.
Can you tell us how to spell these two names?
Last name, sir?
Yes.
Okay, last name is Willis, W-I-L-L-I-S. Okay?
What time did the arrest happen again?
This evening, I would say somewhere between 4 and 6, would that be? That'd be accurate? Between 4 and 6? Somewhere between 4 and 6 this afternoon. Again, our investigators have spent a lot of hours since last week, and again, I commend them on their hard work. This is when you really earn your money, because this is what we do as investigators. But again, I want to commend everybody here tonight, because this team effort made a difference on this case. And again, we're still continuing, and we appreciate everyone's help and support out there in the community. Thank you.
All right, and there you see Rockingham County Sheriff Sam Page, who said that two brothers from Caswell County, 121, the other 16, charged in the death of Jessica Marie Walker. And we right now don't know the identity of the second individual in this case. That still hasn't been determined, or the identity of that person hasn't been determined by the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office in Chapel Hill. But we can tell you that John Willis, 21, on the right-hand side of your screen, he's 21. He's been charged with first-degree murder, and that was the first-degree murder of Jessica Marie Walker, who was 18 and also from Caswell County. He's in the county jail without bond this hour. His brother, 16-year-old Aaron Terrell Willis, who you see on the left-hand side of your screen, both from 1074 Newnham Road in Pelham, He has been charged with accessory after the fact to the felony of first-degree murder. He's in the Rockingham County Jail. His bond, $500,000. Rockingham County Sheriff Sam Page said that both of these individuals are brothers and both residents of Caswell County. Now, the identity of the second victim found on Stacy Road after that fire was extinguished has not been determined at this point by the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office. And according to the Sheriff's Office, once the investigation continues on and they're able to piece together that information, it appears that that information will be made available to the public. And one thing that Sheriff Page did say in response to a question that I asked, he said there is a great possibility that more charges will be lodged against the Willis brothers in regards to this investigation. So again, we tell you that 21-year-old John Arbery Willis of Newnham Road in Pelham and his brother Aaron Terrell Willis have been charged in regards to that fire on Stacy Road from Monday, December the 12th. Once the fire was extinguished, two bodies there, one inside the vehicle, one outside the vehicle, charges lodged against two brothers, and it appears that more charges could be coming, and we don't know at this point if there will be other charges filed against other individuals. We'll just have to wait and see. But stay tuned to Star News. We'll bring it to you first. Why would you read about it in the newspaper when you can see it first here on Star News? We'll be back. We've got more coming up in just a moment.